Welcome to Illuminate,
a knowledge sharing series
by Meritto,
where we bring to you industry leaders from the top institutions of the country.
Thank you so much for
joining our webinar today.
What we do is magic.
Today's topic for discussion is
What exactly is
enrollment blueprint, the story behind IIT's first international campus in Zanzibar,
maximizing your marketing ROI.
How top B schools in the country have evolved their processes over a period of time.
what Coursera has done so far globally.
The enrollment landscape evolving in UAE education institutions.
what exactly is WhatsApp Business API?
Filling seats is not the primary objective. Filling seats with quality students is of utmost importance here.
We are also highly ranked in the global rankings, top 100 in the Financial Times twice, top 20 in Forbes, top 10 in the world in Forbes, top 5 times Higher Education Wall Street Journal.
Higher education by its very nature is a global business. It's not like school, which is a neighborhood business, or nursery, which is like a walking distance.
One thing that has been really at the core of the journey is something at Coursera that we call learner first.
But yeah, I'll get back to you on that, once I'll be having you on a cup of coffee. Right. So which
But a cup of coffee is not going to get you the admission. You have to, make yourself.
Hi, I am Tanya, a growth marketer at Meritto. I welcome you all to this edition of Illuminate by Meritto. For those who don't know, Meritto is the operating system for student recruitment and enrollments worldwide. Trusted by over 1,000 plus education organizations, from edtech companies to higher education organizations, Meritto streamlines processes for sales, marketing, admission, finance, and operations teams. Meritto empowers 1 billion student engagements annually, processing 100 million inquiries, managing 5 million applications on average. And for those of you who are on to their first Illuminate by Meritto webinar, it is a series of live webinars where we bring you the latest insights, best practices, and technology on everything about student recruitment and enrollment. We host expert speakers from Meritto alongside experts, thought leaders, and decision makers from the world of education, offering unparalleled insights for the education industry. And today we have Dr. Hamad Odhabi. Dr. Hamad Odhabi is the Vice Chancellor for Financial and Administrative Affairs at Abu Dhabi University, bringing over 2 decades of distinguished leadership in higher education and technology. Previously serving as Executive Dean of Computer Science and Applied Communications at the Higher Colleges of Technology in the UAE, he successfully fostered collaborations across 17 colleges, boosted student enrollments, and achieved international accreditation for academic programs. A graduate from Brunel University, UK, with an MSc and a PhD, Dr. Odhabi's expertise spans educational technology, web-based learning, and innovative approaches to education and training. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Tanya. It's a pleasure to be with you today, and hope the audience will benefit from our discussion.
Thank you, sir. And I'm sure that Dr. Hamad has a lot to share with us about Abu Dhabi University and himself. But before that, let me give our audiences a brief introduction. So Abu Dhabi University is one of the leading institutions of higher education in the UAE, renowned for its commitment to academic excellence, innovation, and global engagement. Established in 2003, ADU offers a wide range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs across disciplines, delivered through state-of-the-art campuses in Abu Dhabi, Al Ain, and Dubai. Accredited by respected international bodies, ADU emphasizes quality education, cutting-edge research, and community impact. With a diverse student body from over 70 nationalities, it provides a dynamic learning environment that nurtures talent, fosters creativity, and prepares graduates to thrive in a globalized world. So Dr. Hamad, let's start by learning a little more about you and your journey. So could you share with us some insights about yourself and Abu Dhabi University, like specifically what sets ADU apart from other institutions in the UAE's higher education ecosystem?
Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to talk to you and to your audience. I think Abu Dhabi University in a very short time, 20 years plus now, we're celebrating our 20 years, has done amazing thing. And from day one, it was created, the leadership and the founders, and with Sheikh Hamdan bin Zayed as the chairman of the board of trustees. Sheikh Nahyan is the vice chairman, and distinguished members on the board of trustees, and with the work of Dr. Ali bin Hamad Odhabi, who came with the idea. The focus was on creating a university with high quality. So the quality was in the heart in everything. And I think during these 20 years, we have grown in different areas. We have now 3 campuses. We have a campus in Abu Dhabi, campus in Al Ain, and a campus in Dubai, focusing on postgraduate studies. And we have comprehensive university. We run bachelor's, master's, and doctorate and degrees, and focus on research is being very strong. Doing, I think, excellent in that. We rank around 280 in the world on research. We have maybe the largest number of patents produced by our faculty. There are around 30. There are 60 in the pipeline. So we're not looking at just traditional research. We need to convert this research to outcome that add value to the country and be part of the ecosystem of the country. Leadership is very focused, I think, and our Chancellor, Professor Ghassan, you see him very active on the internet, sharing our best practices. We believe at Abu Dhabi University, hiding your success and not sharing your success with the community is not a smart strategy. The ideas are there and everybody knows what need to be done, but those who make it happen are the different there. And we're willing to do that. Our internationalization is growing. We have a unit led by Professor Shireen Farouk. We have a partnership with so many countries. Just last week, we had a good number of students from China who spent 2 weeks in UAE, went through courses and went through industry visits to different companies and enjoyed, I think their time, and have many of that projects. We consider the student central in everything we do. We say student at the heart of everything we do, and we involve the student in even our leadership recruitment. So when the chancellor was appointed, when I was appointed, the students were part of the committee who interviewed them and do that. And I think our students are doing amazing things in every aspect in terms of their contribution when they finish and join the workforce, and also during their study, they have lots of great things. So that's in general about the university.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Hamad, for that. It's fascinating to see how Abu Dhabi University has carved its niche in the region, and of course, beyond that, as you mentioned about the China. So we've seen that the UAE has made remarkable strides in establishing itself as a global education hub, fostering innovation, diversity, and excellence across its higher education sector. So with initiatives like the National Strategy for Higher Education 2030 and increasing focus on international partnerships, the UAE's landscape is evolving rapidly. So from your perspective, how do you see Abu Dhabi University's role in shaping this dynamic education landscape? And what trends in the higher education do you think are most significant today?
Yeah, I think we are very fortunate in the UAE. We have the leadership who has the vision for the futures, and they always wanted to be number one and lead in that direction in a more supportive way and a collaborative way. It's not a competition, but need to do the best for the country and for our nation as well. So the work with international universities and collaboration is critical. For Abu Dhabi University, we aligned with the previous KPIs and strategy of the ministry on focusing on working with the top 200 university. And gladly now we are one of the top 200 university. We are ranked by Times Higher is 1991. And working with top universities has helped us with many things and taught us many things as well in terms of research, of ideas. And we're working on a number of initiatives like joint program, dual degree programs, joint research project. And that is very, very important for us. On the other side, we don't forget working with industry. Academia to academia, always great in terms of academic side, but working closely with the industry and big players in the country and getting their support in terms of research. And we had, thank you to Mubadala, we had a research lab created for the health science. We have Emirates Steel, we have a Sagar Group, we have many others. We work with them on cutting edge research and areas that the country will need to meet the goals in that place. And we also work with international organizations from the globe to make sure we understand the international market. We believe our students are, of course, they are in Abu Dhabi, in the UAE, in Al Ain, but then nowadays the workforce are international and global. So they move from one place to other place. So it's important for us to also prepare them for other work environment. And I think that through this partnership, we get more insight and more ready to make our students prepared.
Well, that's a great point, Dr. Hamad. Like with the UAE being a global player in education, staying ahead requires strong focus on key performance indicators for any education organization. So at Abu Dhabi University, what are the most critical KPIs you track to measure the growth and the performance? Like how do you ensure alignment between these KPIs and university strategic goals?
This is very important question. In Abu Dhabi University, we reviewed our strategy a few years ago, and we now working on another review. We decided to have 4 pillars that we should focus on it, which we think will help the university to do what really wanted to do, the support, the outcome that we produce. The first one is student success and experience. Want our students to be employable, to be successful, to be able to be entrepreneurs and contribute. We also want them to be to success through their journey as well, going through pleasant, enrich experience that prepare them well for the future. And the second thing, which is critical for us, is teaching and learning. The academia cannot look at the teaching and learning as less important than research, in my opinion. Balancing the two is very important, and making sure our teaching are cutting edge with our pedagogy, with our teaching, with our classrooms, with our practices, assessment, and we are aligned with the accreditation bodies, which we have. All our programs are internationally accredited and locally accredited. So teaching and learning is something that helps students as well and help the university. And the third one is the research and innovation. We need to ensure that our research is cutting edge. We are publishing in Q1 journals and first-year journals, and we also our research is becoming producing outcomes, the patent and into the projects we do. And also the innovation side, as you know, nowadays, entrepreneurship is critical. And we have to not prepare students only for getting jobs, but we want to prepare them to have their own businesses. So we have a number of KPIs on spin-off, on preparing students to start their own businesses. And the fourth one, which again, critical for us, is sustainability. We live in the global on this earth, and we need to make sure we contribute to sustainability from different aspects. One, from the research. Our research is informing communities and industries about sustainability solutions, challenges, and ways to go through that one. That's one thing. And then we're looking at the social sustainability in terms of preparing community, workforce, and addressing some social challenges, sometimes because of the work and because of the challenges going there. And then also from the environmental side, from our consumptions of power and the way we use our resources, natural resources and other resources, we need it to bear. So these four pillars help us to focus our KPIs. We thought they are good and great, but they need a support from themes that help them. So we thought digitization and automation is the one way to take us to the next level, by maybe freeing time of the people to do, creating insight, creating the data that will help us, will analyze things. So that's one thing. Financial sustainability is the other one. We need the institution be able to invest in a new research, new project, new campuses, new programs, and continue. So there are some KPIs on financial sustainability. And most importantly is working as a team. So we have KPIs on teamwork. And the last one is our community engagement. We have a number of community initiatives. During COVID, we launched investing in our community. We trained more than 35,000 people on so many areas, and we continue to do that one, and we're looking at way to do it. So those four pillars and four themes we think are in good place to get us to focus on what we need to achieve in terms of KPIs and milestones.
That's quite a structured approach, I would say, and it really highlights the importance of the pillars that you mentioned, like research, innovation, entrepreneurship, sustainability, and even data-driven decision making for that matter. So when it comes to student enrollment and growth, how do you strike a balance between tracking the short-term KPIs, like for say, inquiry to enrollment rates, or long-term metrics such as student retention and graduate outcomes? So how do you strike a balance between all these?
Yeah, I think first of all, we need to make sure the student join us is prepared to be successful. Compromising on that will cause so many problems for the university, for the student himself, and we are careful of admitting student. We admit really good number. We have numbers is growing nicely, but also there are a number of them who need the preparation. So those who don't really ready, we don't neglect them or ignore them, but we have mechanism of support them through different activities. We have a student success center, which we created to help them with that direction. But we think the enrollment is not only you wait for the student to come, we work closely with schools. And we think it's our responsibility to prepare the student, even when they are at school, to be able to join the university. For example, this week, I am myself running 1 week on AI for school students. I have around 40 students in the lab, and we're going through using AI to create solutions and get them to be aware of that. And the others who are running STEM education and other activities, we get every year in the university more than 2,000 students who come and spend at least 1 day at the campus to be more aware of the choices in there. So when they decide later they want to study X program, they have a better understanding. They have seen the lab, they have seen activities, they have went through some curriculum to be active and in active learning, to be more aware of what is that program lead to do. We work also with the school teachers and supporting them with the training on cutting edge technology, practices and activities. So we look at it in a more holistic way. We go to different countries, China and other places also to do that. So for us, enrollment is critical because it will give us the student that we are here to serve. Without student, will not be there. But we need to work with all our stakeholders to make sure the students are prepared to be successful when they join us in the university. And this is why we do all those activities.
Well, absolutely. Like, there's a key challenge we also see, many organizations addressing through us, where our purpose-built solutions help track both immediate and sustained outcomes seamlessly across departments. Like, our purpose-built education CRM provides a unified view for both short-term and long-term metrics. Like, through dynamic lead scoring, it prioritizes high-quality leads while predicting long-term success factors like academic fit and satisfaction, as every education organization is looking for a lead, a student that would fit for the organization and would benefit in the long run from coming as an inquiry to converting as an enrollment and then passing out as an alumni. So student-centric engagement tools, again, like WhatsApp live chat platform or even a real-time sales notification engine. So all of these facilitate immediate responses to the inquiries, boosting short-term enrollments, while personalized communication and nurturing campaigns enhance retention and long-term student successes. So yeah, tracking both of these parameters, the performance is definitely critical, as this is integrated approach that helps institutions balance immediate goals with sustainable growth. And as you mentioned earlier, like technology like automation and AI, they play a transformative role in achieving all of this. So my next question to you is, how has technology such as the analytics platform transformed the way you track and analyze KPIs across departments? Can you share an example of a data-driven or initiative at ADU that led to measurable improvements in your KPIs?
Yeah, we have. I think we are good at the technology, and especially recently using AI since ChatGPT and OpenAI came in, and we are fortunate to have faculty who are doing research in this area for a long time, and that has helped us to do that. On the recruitment side, we have some success stories we had. We have an in-house developed CRM to do, and now we have also moved to another well-known CRM. I don't want to mention the name, not become a marketing area. And in that, we integrated AI, so the student has an assistant. You can call him recruitment assistant or enrollment assistant. From first day, he apply or get connected with us through our social media or through our website or through our chatbot. The AI will of course create a profile for him. We use a CDP type of profile, and that profile will get engaged the student by personalized information, content, activities. And I think we notice students, they love when it get like that. So one of the things we implemented when someone submit a form, AI will create a personalized video for him or her, greeting him or her by her name or his name, and providing content. If, for example, he interested in aviation, they will provide him with content about aviation program and job market need and what requirement to join and get him engaged in that. And we noticed really students love such type of engagement, and more it's personalized, more it's modern, more it's technology driven, they get more engaged in it, and they would like to do it. But that's not the only thing. We during the last maybe 5 years, we created an ecosystem in our IT to look at our service catalog. We started by the service catalog, and we listed all our services that we do, and we ask our question ourselves the question how we can help accelerate that process of that service and reduce time, reduce manpower cost, and also add value to that one. So we developed more than 70 different application or processes that help students for in their study, in their career support, in their academic advising, in their registration, and which more AI enabled activities. And the great thing, some of it are created by our students. So we had something called Edu Connect. In the past, we've been using another vendor company, which is very limited and very expensive as well. So then I created Edu Connect with the idea to create a community within the college. So they have peer tutoring, for example. They will find a student who is interested to support another student in mathematics, to connect and do some work together. And it helped them also looking at their graduate attributes. We have around 10 of them. They call them sometimes work skills and future skills and things like that. And it mapped their student activities to this and provide advice to the student on what next activities they have to be engaged in it. We also looked at our curriculum, and we digitized and automated many things of our curriculum to give better insight on course review, on course feedback, and improvement aspect. We have so many solutions. If I talk about them, they will take a long time. We noticed the outcome. For example, the CMS or curriculum management system has helped us improve our accreditation success very much, and helped us also to find areas that we need to improve in our course delivery, in our learning outcomes, to do also in the resources utilization in the university. So the digitization, I think, has a lot of things to give. And I think we're doing some good progress, and still we have to do more in that area.
Well, those are great examples. So it goes to show how leveraging technology can drive results. So absolutely tracking and analyzing KPIs with the power of technology has revolutionized the way educational organizations operate, not just in UAE, but everywhere around the world. So at Meritto, we see this transformation firsthand as we help educational organizations centralize their data, giving them the tools to not just track performance, but act on it on real time. So by integrating these insights from across departments, institutions can make smarter, faster decisions and boost enrollments. So given how rapidly the education landscape is evolving, how do you ensure that KPIs you set are both ambitious and realistic at the same time?
Yeah. Well, of course, there are a number of ways that everybody is using to look at that one. One of it is our strategic direction, where we need to know. We have goals for our enrollment that we need to reach. We have goals for our research that we need to do. We have KPIs for our ranking in terms of subject, in terms of university, and so on. And we have KPIs as well, ranking to be there. So first, where we want to achieve. Second thing, where we are. We look at the baseline. You are in this place, and you need to go to that place. So to get that, bridging that gap. So what resources need to be there? What changes we need to do in our operation and in the way to do it, and looking at these two things, the baseline and ambitious thinking. We use the two to balance the two. Of course, sometimes the things will require time to happen. You cannot just say, I want to do it tomorrow, because they take their own time to be achieved. And being aware of what needed to achieve there, and having the leadership, having the resources, having the funding required is critical. And I think there's some good progress there. Our board is very ambitious. I don't want to give you specific numbers of what they're looking for in terms of our research output, spin-off, student employability. And those critical KPIs, outcome KPIs that at the end will show how the university is really progressing. And they have very ambitious plan, and we work with them to make sure we achieve what they want us to achieve.
Very well stated. So we've seen that setting the right KPIs, backed by robust systems or plans and strategies, as you've mentioned just right now. So these can make a world of difference in balancing ambition with practicality, especially in the dynamic environment like UAE's higher education sector, where the expectations are constantly shifting. Now, speaking of ambitious goals, one of the most impactful KPIs for any university is the success of its graduates, which we can't miss at all. So, in today's competitive landscape, it's crucial not only to focus on academic excellence, but also on how well graduates transition into their careers and contribute to the society. So my question here is, how does Abu Dhabi University measures the success of its graduates in terms of employability and societal impact? And how do these outcomes inform your broader strategies?
Yeah, employability is very critical, and the ministry have reviewed their classification or of university by focusing on outcomes based, and employability is number one in that one. So for us, we track it carefully, our student employability. The KPIs is that the students should be employed within the 1 year of their graduation, but we're doing more than that. We work with companies before students graduate and get, especially through the internship that we are offering, and through sponsors in areas. As you know, there are more demand now on certain areas. Health is one of the top thing, and thank you to NAFIS, thank you to the Ministry of Human Resource and Emiratisation. There are a good number of students going through health science programs. Technology is critical as well in nowadays in these areas of AI, fintech, and we made sure that we have the programs that will prepare those graduates when they come out from the university. They have a cutting edge curriculum, and they are able to grow and develop themselves. So we also track those who are employed in work. They already employed. We also look at them and get their feedback. Our alumni office, we have alumni employability office. I just posted a video, I think, a few days ago about the services they are providing. They work closely with our alumni to make sure they are progressing. As you know, in the academia, there are two types of outcomes. One is called program learning outcome, which we prepare the student to the workforce at the graduation time. So when you graduate today, you join a company, you'll be able to do what's expected from you. But we also have program goals that we attract the student after 5 years of graduation, where they are. Did that program allow them to grow and move from one level to other level? Did the program allow them to transfer to another area maybe, and also allow them to be successful in that transfer? So our Office of Employability and Alumni keep track of all this data to ensure we prepare the student not only for employment, but after employment as well.
Well, that's a holistic approach, sir, and it's truly inspiring to hear how Abu Dhabi University is not only preparing students for the career, but also ensuring that they make a meaningful impact in society by focusing on careers like health science, AI, or fintech. So, looking ahead, how do you see the role of AI and predictive analytics shaping the way education organizations monitor and act on the KPIs in the future?
Yeah, I think AI is the future. Yeah. AI was there for a long time, from 50s and before that, but at that time it was only for engineers and people who can get it to do something. Nowadays, AI in the hand of everyone through those ChatGPT, Gemini, and other tools. And also AI is progressing too fast. Now, I think OpenAI introduced their O3 version which has a more smart, more intelligent system to do in place. And getting student first to be able to use AI the right way and understand the ethical side of it, the risk side of it is critical. And we have a course for every student. They have to go through on AI to do that. And then us as organization using AI to help us improve our operations and insight and measurement that we do is critical. So AI will grow and will continue to grow, I think, and growing too fast. I think sometimes people think we need to slow AI to a level that becomes manageable. In AI, the different type of AI, because this is my area, maybe I can talk a little bit about it. We have AI, something called narrow AI, which the one we use now, ChatGPT, Gemini. These are limited. They are based on algorithm or neural network or machine learning and train on the data, and they do amazing things. This is just amazing, but they still need someone to prompt them, say, write a prompt, they will do something. They will not do things on their own. The next AI is the general intelligent AI system, which will be aware of its own, and it will start acting when it notices something needs some action. And there are progress in that area, and we have some implementation of anthropic computer use, which allow the computer to operate on its own without you going there. And then come later the next level of AI, which I hope will not come, which will supersede human intelligence and will be able to control us, hopefully not that happen. So making sure AI is part of everything. We have a strategy, we're working on it at the moment. Our chairman wants to make sure that we have a strategy for AI. We ensure we embrace AI the right way, but also we be aware of the risk and challenges that AI to do. With data analytics, there is no limit for what AI can do, in my opinion.
Right, absolutely, sir. And finally, you've shared so much valuable knowledge with us today. To wrap up, if you could offer one key takeaway or piece of advice for our audiences, I'm sure they've already been taking notes, but one more on how to leverage KPIs to achieve sustainable growth, what would it be from your side?
Yeah, I think one statement will be difficult to do, but I'll try my best. I think look at what you want to achieve. What are the goals? That's number one to do. Involve all the stakeholders in it, because you will not be able to do it in your own, and your team and people working with you, you have amazing ideas. Sometimes you don't know the ideas are there. So involving your teams is part of it, and keep monitoring those KPIs. Don't create them and come at the end of the year and say, okay, now we're reporting in the KPIs. Make them part of your life, or part of the way you continue improving your organization.
Well, that's very crucial thing that you've mentioned. So, and as a conversation draws to a close, I appreciate the valuable insights shared by you today, sir. While our discussion has been insightful and engaging, I understand the importance of respecting your time. So let's conclude our webinar here, reflecting on the enriching perspectives exchanged today. Once again, thank you, Dr. Hamad, for sharing your valuable insights with us today. It's been a privilege to learn about Abu Dhabi University's innovative strategies and your perspective on the AI, on the KPIs that matter the most, and the evolving education landscape. So to our audience, thank you for joining us today. Your engagement is what makes Illuminate by Meritto a valuable experience. We hope you found this session and enriching as we have. We look forward to seeing you in our upcoming webinars. Until then, thank you and continue to drive excellence in education. Goodbye and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Thank you, Tanya. I really enjoyed this session, and your questions were spot on, and pleasure to meet you and meet your audience.
Thank you so much, sir. And I would love to have a conversation on AI in depth with you sometime in the near future. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much, sir.